Welcome to the Black Girl Bravado podcast, your weekly fix for all things mental health and wellness. I'm Brittany.
And I'm Germany. And not only are we besties, but we're your besties. You heard me right. It's homegirl vibes here.
Get ready for the girls to dish the real, the raw, and the fucking funny.
And listen, we may drag you, but it's always in love. Let's start the show, cuties.
Hey, y'all, welcome back.
Welcome back, y'all. Hello.
Hi, hello. And how do you do? We're from the little Pop
cheer.
Warner cheer. Pop Warner.
Happy New
Pop
Year.
Warner.
I think we can still say Happy New Year.
For the rest of this month?
Yeah, I see my dentist today. I said Happy New Year.
Yeah, when you first see someone and it's in January, you haven't had any interaction with them yet, then of course you started off with the Happy New Year.
How has your holiday been?
Happy New Year.
Definitely. I like it.
A little intro. Mm-hmm. But anyway, hi y'all. Welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're listening and you don't know, we have a YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. So you can watch us have this conversation on YouTube. The link is in the bio.
Yeah, we know a lot of girls are visual learners.
Subscribe. Hit the bell. Turn your notifications on.
All of the things. So how are you today?
I'm well.
What's good? What's up?
Girl.
I'm like, come on. Damn. What's good?
I had to gather my thoughts. I'm just returning off at the heels of an amazing vacation. Mm-hmm. You may hear a little bit of the sickness in my voice that I'm trying to fight through. Mm-hmm. But, baby, I had a time in Africa, Ghana. Mm-hmm. Accra, Ghana, to be exact. A time was motherfucking had. It really was. I'm really sad to be back. I'm happy, but I'm sad.
Bittersweet.
I'm happy because it's home, but that was home too.
Yeah, bittersweet.
That felt like home too.
So what was your favorite part of the trip?
The energy, the people, the beautiful black people. You know, it was just black people from all over. You know, like black people from Europe, black people from the States, black people from different parts of Africa, all coming together to have a good time. Mm-hmm. And it was just so beautiful to see. Good, it really was. I really, I don't know if it was necessarily clean.
It wasn't clean? You know what I mean when I say clean. Like, you know, when people gather, no drama.
Yeah, no funk, no beef,
that's what I mean by
no
clean.
Issues.
Now, what you do to make it dirty is fine, but...
Dirty.
Yeah,
dirty. December.
That's
dirty
fine.
December.
But we want no drama.
No drama.
Yeah.
I saw no drama.
Yeah, that's the vibe.
With hella black people.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Cute.
I really enjoyed myself.
I'm glad. Nothing like being away, kicking off the new year, being in some good energy. That's damn near like the fuel.
Right.
It's like now we could ride up
the catalyst, the setup.
Yeah.
For an amazing year. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I said I was in my fun girl era last couple episodes back. And I felt like I was definitely in a big fun girl energy. But shit, I did need to come back to recalibrate.
Yeah.
I need to come back to get back
grounded,
to
get grounded.
Life,
yeah, get grounded.
Back to reality.
But it's nice to be able to escape and be in that energy for a little bit and be a little carefree and careless.
Yeah.
And just have a good time.
Have a good time.
Yeah,
I was so sick getting into the driver's seat of my car. Because, you know, you out of town, you getting Ubers and everything, chauffeured and such. So I have to get back into that driver's seat. I'm like, damn. But I'm here.
You are here.
Anyways, how are you?
And there'll be more moments for you to go abroad and have other experiences.
Definitely. I got some
This
stuff.
is a setup right here. This sets up the plays.
Lined up.
We got to be here to do.
I have to be here to afford
to do
the
that.
life. Yes.
What Meek Mill say? I had to grind like that to shine like this. That's what he said. Okay. I got to be here to go there. So it's all good. I'm glad you had a good time and I'm glad you're back safely. This is the first time I done seen this girl.
It is.
This is the first time I see.
We're back. Guess who's back? Back again.
I'm like, it only works when the girls are together.
I know.
I hate a separation.
I missed
said, this
you.
probably how I missed you too. I said, this probably how she feel when I be gone.
Exactly.
I was waiting for my phone to ring. I'm
when
like,
you be out of town thugging with your rounds. I kept in touch.
I never be with my rounds.
Well, you know, with your man.
Right. I'm like, it don't get rounds.
I kept in touch, though.
You did.
I kept in touch.
You did.
I didn't fall off the face of the earth.
The first couple days I said, my phone is dry. I said, let me give her a few days to get settled to the time. This is
Girl, it was a major time difference, but the way that I was living for the night,
yeah,
I was still feeling like I was on
PST.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easy to do.
You know?
Mm-hmm. Especially with all the adrenaline and the partying and things like that happen. You be like, okay, well, shit, we up and we out.
Girl, going to bed at 7 a.m. I'm so glad I had a sleeping mask so that I can put that on my face.
And it just feels dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was smart. Was smart. I'm glad you had fun. I'm glad you were safe. Mm-hmm. You know, no issues, and the girl came back in one piece.
I'm going to tell y'all the real details on Patreon. Because, baby, there's some.
I know them all, right?
You know them.
Okay.
The girls don't.
Don't shock me now. Don't shock me. Don't shock me.
No.
I'm not trying to get shocked.
I mean, the details of the ins and outs, you know.
Yeah.
How was your New Year?
My
New Year's Eve.
My New Year's Eve was good. It was chill. Not chill, but it wasn't like crazy energy. I was here in LA. Andres had a party that they threw at the Palladium, Hollywood Palladium. So it was nice. It was, you know, it was a cool way to ease into, but we already said like being home is dead. For the new year, it's kind of no tea, no shade on anybody who likes to be home, but we prefer to be out on a plane, landed somewhere that's not home.
Same.
So next year, we already have our plans to be away, and I'm really looking forward to it. But I'm ready for the new year. I feel like the energy around this year is like we're gonna get all of the fruit from the seeds that we've sown.
Somebody said that 2024 is what we thought 2020 was going to be.
Oh, okay.
You know
I can see it.
We had all the hope and
I can see it.
Drive and zeal and zest.
Yeah.
And then we got our asses sat down.
Yeah. We're really standing up now. We're back up.
Yeah.
We're back up. Yeah. This is going to be a manifestation of everything.
Baby, this I already done told y'all. This year needs to have my name on it.
It does.
My name this year needs to be congratulations. Bitch, it's not Brittany. It's the new name of this. Congratulations. Wow, I'm happy for you. Type of energy.
Yeah, it's gonna be that. I really feel it. I feel like the girls are doing things to set. It's like a setup year, or like the plays that were already set up. Now we like really about to get in the bag. I really feel like hopeful and good about it.
So you don't usually feel like this?
No. I usually feel like hopeful that the things that I'm going to make some changes. I feel like all the changes that I've made now are going to pay off.
Okay.
You feel me? It's the reaping year. That's what I feel like. We're reaping. We're reaping. This is the reaping
I'm leaving here with something.
Period.
I'm leaving here with something.
With all the things. I'm leaving here with everything. I feel like before I was leaving with something. Before I was just taking what I could get. Thank you. I got a little something. Now I'm coming in taking the whole everything. All of that's mine. I'm leaving with it all. Thank you.
Listen, I'm here
and
for it.
And that's that.
I'm here for it. I'm
excited.
Here to be leaving with something.
Everything.
I'm here to leave with everything. Yeah.
Everything.
I'll take that.
Everything that has my name on it. I want it all. I don't want something. I want everything that's mine.
That's how we're coming here today. Excited to chat with y'all.
Yeah.
Get back into our bags.
Yeah, this is fun.
We're in our That Girl series energy vibe. We talked about how to not take things personally, stepping into a new era. Hopefully you all enjoyed those up. You guys have enjoyed
you
them.
Have,
You've told us you've enjoyed them, so I'm glad that you've been enjoying them. But today we're talking about sober curiosity. So during this time of year, it's pretty common for people to participate in Dry January, where they decide to give up alcohol for the month of January.
Yeah.
For a reset. After the holidays, there's usually like a lot of alcohol being consumed. I know that I have consumed my fair share. And it feels like a good time to, take a break. Feels like a good time to take a break after the heavy indulgence. So a lot of people, a lot of companies, a lot of brands are participating in Dry January. How do you feel about it?
I like Dry January. I think
Do you usually participate?
Usually not.
Okay.
Usually not. But I think that this is a great time for us to, yes, engage in a challenge, because that's always fun when you and your friends are like, oh, girl, you know. And I think it's also good to take it a step further and think about what life could be like without alcohol. You know, exploring your curiosity. I feel like this is a great time for that, for us to be intentional. Like, what does my life look like if I approached it soberly?
Yeah, a lot of people are exploring what life would be like without drinking, you know,
or drinking
less.
in moderation.
Or drinking less, changing up, you know, the frequency of which you drink.
Yeah.
It's definitely been a thought of mine before dry January. It's something that I've like just felt like as I've gotten older, like, just
not liking the way alcohol makes you feel.
Questioning my relationship with alcohol. And so while we're going through this episode, I implore all you to have that same like mindset, just keeping an open mind and being inquisitive about your personal relationship with alcohol, because it is a relationship.
It is.
Anything that we're consuming frequently is something that has an effect, such as alcohol, is a relationship that I think that we should stay aware of.
Yeah. Our friend, when we were going out, getting ready to go out for New Year's Eve, Ty, she came to the same event as I did. And before she had got there, she had posted like, I'm really done with alcohol, the way it makes me feel. And I'm like, I think more and more of the girlies are on the same page. So this is not something that's new. There's a whole movement going on, the sober curious or sometimes sober movement, which is basically a group of people who have decided to drink less, not drink at all, drink in moderation, really become intentional and question their relationship, like you said, with the way that alcohol affects them or impacts their life. Right. So this is always cool when there's a community, you know, when there's a group of people doing something and it's like, okay, I might have found my people.
Yeah, it feels
tribe.
Easier.
Yeah, it definitely feels easier.
It feels easier for sure. So in the book, there's an author, Ruby Warrington, who created the term sober curious. She has a book called Sober Curious, The Blissful Sleep, Greater Focus, Limitless Presence, and Deep Connection Awaiting Us All on the Other Side of Alcohol. Sounds like a good read. She came out with this book in 2018. But in her book, she describes a pattern that likely resonates with a lot of us. A lot of us drink socially. So we don't necessarily like crave or have the desire to drink daily. But when we're in social settings, the drinks are flowing.
Yeah, for sure.
Where's the drinks? What are we having? There's cocktails. We'll have two. We're going to have a custom drink, you know, things like that.
Craft.
Yeah.
We love a crafted cocktail.
Right. So you may also notice that you don't drink more than others in your circle. So it's kind of like a standard. Like, yeah, we're going to stop at 2. You know, like if we have to.
Yeah, you're kind of looking around for social cues. Yeah. Like, what are we doing? We taking another round? Okay, we'll have another round.
Right, another one.
But your drinking is contingent on the people who you're drinking with.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you might also notice a pattern that drinking doesn't appear to like have to hurt you or have a negative effect on you or anyone else. You can have your drinks, you can have your time, and then, you know, you appear to still be in your same mind. You go home, you
haven't
know,
hurt anybody.
Nothing's, you know, everything's okay.
Said or done.
Yeah. So a lot of us probably notice those patterns within ourselves. And I feel like if you do feel like that is you and you identify with that, you may not question like sober curiosity, because it's just like the normal way, you know, to indulge in alcohol. It's like, I'm not hurting anybody. I'm not overindulging.
Yeah.
I know when to put it down. That's something that I say frequently. Like, I know my limits, because I do. I know when it's like, girl, and I can easily put a cup. I don't care if it's full.
Damn, I'm done with it.
I'm done.
The moment I stop having fun with it, I'll be done with it. Baby, it'll be done. I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. The thing also is that I feel like if you're not somebody who has a dependency on alcohol, which that's something else that I want to disclaim. We know that people are really struggling with alcoholism. Yeah. And if you are somebody who's struggling with alcoholism, or maybe you don't identify that way yet, but maybe understand like, it's not as easy for me to be sober curious, because sober curiosity is a choice to not drink, where we know that people who have alcohol dependency or struggle with alcoholism, it's way bigger than just being like, I'm not drinking sometimes or occasionally.
It needs to be put down.
Yeah. But if you're, you know, like a social drinker like we are and like we're describing here, you might even think like, do I even like drinking?
Yeah.
Do I even like it? Because sometimes I'm like, ugh, I don't always love it, and I could really go without it, you know? So our feelings around questioning, do I like it? Do I want to drink tonight? Maybe not. That's not uncommon. But like you mentioned, because our society has created this like normalcy around drinking, our reservations around saying, I'm not really feeling it, seem uncool or weird or like...
Yeah. It kind of cuts into the vibe.
Yeah, I don't want to kill the vibe by being the person who's like, I'll take a lemonade.
Yeah,
bitch, we're ordering
you know whenever someone does that,
it's like,
commonly,
okay.
It's like, what's going on with you? Like, why you want
then we are
lemonade?
Questioning, are we with child?
Which is so out of line. But it's like, what if you're normally indulging in the cocktails with girls?
And I feel like it brings a different cute energy. And this is a
different way energy.
Cute, you know, when all the girls are having their cocktails, it's like a different energy when we're all sipping cocktail. Right. But that's also why we have to decondition ourselves and recondition our minds to the way we identify fun or cute or social, you know, because we can do those things without alcohol.
Yeah. Sober, curious culture encourages a sober lifestyle, but also, like we said, welcomes individuals who just want to explore and maybe like change the way that they drink, change their relationship with alcohol, start to consider like what you like about it, what you don't like about it, so that we're just making like more informed, full-bodied decisions, which is something that I really want to do across all platforms of my life, all areas. Like, I really want some full-bodied yeses.
Yeah,
you know?
Being really intentional. I feel like the word intentional gets thrown around so much.
Yeah.
But yeah, not going into things haphazardly and just kind of like, not even thinking about it completely.
And I personally like sober curious because it's not a
rigid restricted
declaration.
Yeah.
You know, if I do want to have a drink, I can.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes when you put labels on things, it shouldn't be this way, but this is the way it is. When you put labels on things, it's like as soon as you say something, you drinking your shit in the corner because now it's like, girl, I thought you said that you don't fuck with alcohol.
That is exactly how I feel at work. Because I do identify, I don't even want to say how I identify, but because I eat majority plant-based, when I'm at work, we have a lot of goodies and food that are brought into our department. So people do know, like, I would prefer a vegan option.
Right.
As soon as if there's something that's like, you know how it is, where you can make a decision if I'm fucking with that or I'm not.
indulging in it today.
Yeah. I'm
little
like,
shrimp, little
cupcake or something. Little cupcake, right? Something like that. Something sweet. You might have a sweet tooth, something sweet. I'm
That's
like,
not vegan.
I'm like, listen, the way I just go sit back at my desk, listen,
Homer Simpson.
It is that vibe. And like, to your point, the sober curious movement is so inclusive and inviting in the fact that if you want it today and don't want it tomorrow, it's still cool, you know, because you're not saying I am sober.
Right. It's different from sobriety.
Yeah.
Sober curious is not the same as sobriety.
I've seen a girl getting dragged on TikTok because she is exploring what she called sobriety, right? Sober curious. She's exploring sobriety. And she was making herself a cocktail with a cannabis infused alcohol. It does not have alcohol, but it has some sort of like CBD, THC, something like that. And she was like, you know, I'm in my whatever era, sober era. And people are in the comments like, you really don't know what sober is. You don't know what it means to be sober. This isn't sobriety. You shouldn't be indulging. They were calling it gardening. She was like, I'm in my gardening era because it's like, you know, you get the...
Yeah.
People were like, you wouldn't be gardening if you were really sober. And I'm like, yo, if that's your journey where you have to be restrictive and very strict because of what your experience has been, then take that approach.
Yeah.
Take that I can't do nothing approach. That might not be her story. It might be, I don't want alcohol.
You feel me? And
alcohol,
it's just like,
not a cocktail made with something else.
Right.
Come on, people. Let me live my motherfucking life.
Please. And you live yours.
And that's what we got to do. That's the era that I'm in. I shared that with Brittany when she was away from me. What era I'm in. I'm in my do what works for me, eyes on my own paper, stay in my own lane. I don't really, no tea, no shade, not in a harsh way, but I don't really give a fuck about what other people are doing.
Yeah.
And I think that we have to take that stance in this day and age of social media, of comparison, of looking at what everybody else is doing and trying to decide if that works for me. Approach. You got to really be firm on standing in who you are and not giving a fuck about what other people are doing.
You do.
Be inspired, yes.
Right.
Seek motivation, yes.
Inspiration is okay.
But
the complete determining and dictating, no.
That's dead, that's out. So
Right.
mind your own motherfucking business. So what's your relationship with alcohol? How does it make you feel? How do
my
you feel when you
relationship
drink?
with alcohol, I would say is healthy. Like,
Yeah.
I'm a social drinker. I don't have a desire really to drink at home. Like, if I'm just by myself, I don't really feel moved. Back in the day, I would be like, oh, I'm gonna have a glass of wine.
I
It's
think
like
that was
a
us
wine
being
down.
grown.
Yeah,
Us
feeling
being
like,
grown.
I can determine to have a glass.
Exactly.
But for the past like couple years or so, I haven't really like felt like that. If I'm drinking, it's like social. We out, a date, something like that. It's social. I know my limits. I rarely ever get like, I don't want to say not drunk. I be tipsy, but it don't be like to the point where it's like,
Yeah. No,
I'm
I know
sick.
what you mean. Yeah.
Now, the next day, the way that I feel when I drink alcohol, especially as I've gotten older, which has caused me to like question this sober curiosity, is the next day I'll be feeling like I got hit by a bus, even if I've only had one drink. And that's what I don't like.
Yeah.
I don't like the recovery and the bounce back after if I've only had one drink. That's the part that sends me.
Yeah.
But before,
We could knock them back, baby. 3-4
Tequila punch,
margaritas.
Taka vodka, give me 4 margaritas. I'm a shit. I could roll with the best of them, and I'm a pretty petite girl.
Yeah.
But I can hang. But that's been my relationship with alcohol so far.
Yeah.
How about you?
I've had the same relationship. I'm a very social drinker. I rarely feel the urge to drink at home. I find that like if it's during a certain season, like the holiday season,
Yeah, like a spiked eggnog.
A peppermint bark, which I really enjoyed this season. It is
never
so
even
good.
had it.
Brittany, we'll do it next.
It's good.
When I tell you,
What does it taste like?
Like a white
peppermint
chocolate
hot
mocha?
chocolate type?
No, like you taste it and you immediately get the notes. You immediately get the brandy, the rum, the alcohol. But after that subsides, what's left on your tongue is the white chocolate, those sweet flavors. And it is so good. But I still only drank that socially. Like Andres and I went to see Christmas lights and we were like, let's just get us a little bottle and ride around in the car with it. I probably shouldn't have said that. It was cute. We were driving slow. Nobody dragged us for that. Anyways, so socially and seasonally, I think I indulge more frequently than I normally would. But no. And when I drink, I noticed definitely as I've gotten older, it do something different to me. And that's why I had to stop drinking tequila. I had to stop drinking tequila. Like the last few years, I had to pivot to vodka.
Yeah.
Vodka and gin based drinks. I never just do a gin shot or a vodka shot. That's crazy.
Yeah, but a cocktail.
But a cocktail, I prefer, and I think that vodka and gin is a little lighter on my body than tequila. Tequila's a young girl drink, which I don't know how you still be drinking
I
that.
still be drinking tequila and I be fine.
I don't know how.
I know that tequila knocks some people off of their feet.
My feet be up, baby. I be like...
But let me tell
back.
you something. The gag is with alcohol,
it's poison no matter what.
but I'm saying it converts into the acetaldehyde, which is poisonous. And there's certain ones that take longer to convert to that. And tequila is one of them because it's an agave-based alcohol. It's one of them.
I just realized
I know
that
a lot of people can't handle the tequila though. A lot of people can't handle the tequila. But
if I do a tequila drink, it
hang.
needs to be like one. If I do a vodka or a gin drink, I can do a couple, and I feel good, and I'm having a good buzz. Tequila be making me feel like I'm gonna kill you. Tequila. I don't feel like that, but I just feel like I'd be more tipsy.
Lit.
I'm like more lit. I'm like, oh, we really vibing tonight. And I never really get like that. The last time I got real bent, I don't even want to say drunk, but I was bent, was probably the link up 2 years ago when I was drinking.
That link up, we was on a
baby. If y'all see the way my eyes
that link up had us linked up. It's because we were doing the bottles.
We had a bottle of wine, and then I think we also had a mixed.
Andres was passing around shots like water.
It's happened a few times. We had the wine, and then we had that lavender Collins that they used to have at Johnny's.
Yeah, there was no limits.
And that's when I started feeling bad. I was throwing up. I said, "Oh no, I threw up. I threw up." And that's another thing. I don't like to get out of character. I need to still be looking intact.
Right.
I don't want to feel like, who seen me like that? Oh no.
I know.
That's the last time. And every now and again, once a year, it could go.
The last time I got lit, which I've suffered the effects of it, was when I went to Inside Voices. And I lost my shit.
Oh, I was not with the girl that day.
You were not, but we went to Inside Voices and had a table, we got a bottle, and then a couple people got me drinks, and then we went to the function next door.
Yeah.
And got more drinks. And you know what? I'm not proud to say this, but whenever I get home and I don't remember the night or barely how I got home, I don't like that feeling. Yeah. And I don't like the fact that I lost my shit. Because, bitch, why?
Yeah.
Why were you that lit?
Yeah, that's when you know.
Ever since then, I've been Homer Simpson getting into a fucking bush.
Yeah. Something else, too, because we were talking about our experience with alcohol. You don't have to hit rock bottom to decide that you want to explore sober curiosity. It doesn't have to be like, I lost all my thing. I don't have a control over my... It's not that, y'all. It's just have to be that. Deciding that, questioning your relationship, what it might look like and what you might feel like if you decide to take a break. I really love this conversation that we're having, but we're going to take a quick, when I say quick, I mean quick break, and we'll be right back.
I think one of the cool things about exploring sobriety is that, like you mentioned, a lot of us are at the same place at the same time. Mm-hmm. A lot of the millennials are saying, you know what, let's change the way we've been relating to alcohol, the way we've been indulging. Mm-hmm. I've been seeing it so much. I've been seeing so many people. You said Ty. I've been seeing Homegirl. I've been seeing it.
Yeah, I posted on my story something and people were like, me too. Kayla said the same thing. Kayla was like, I think it's time to sit it out. I'm like, girl, we're all on the same wave.
We're being called Generation Sober, the millennials. But the Gen Z girlies are really leading the charge.
Yeah. Gen Z is even more interested in exploring a sober lifestyle or, sobriety than any generation before them, any previous generations.
And they've been consuming less.
Yes, we have facts. A study conducted by Google found that 41% of Gen Z participants associate alcohol with anxiety, vulnerability, and abuse. That's probably the number reason why they said I'm not indulging. And a study published in JAMA Pediatrics reported that the percentage of college-age students abstaining from alcohol has grown from 20 to 28% over the past 20 years. So the girls are really putting it down.
The girls are putting it down, and I hope the boys are too. I've noticed, like, when I go on dates with people and they, like, kind of seem pressed to get a drink, and then we have drinks, and then they start talking and acting different, it's an ick. Don't get liquid courage. Because I feel like I'm going to be the same with or without the drink. You know what I'm saying? So if you got
And don't be expecting a different version of me because you're trying to get me drunk.
Listen,
That'd be another thing.
I can have all the drinks and still be sitting like this.
Listen, you ain't getting nothing from me.
The drinks don't move me. Are you moving me? What are you doing? Because It's not the drinks, baby boy. Like, it's not going to be like, oh, she hot and ready. I will be cold.
Listen, freezer, pop me back in.
I would be lit and still not moved. Yeah. So that don't work with me. Yeah. But that is something that I have observed. Like, don't think the drinks are gonna... I know a lot of people have social anxiety and like alcohol loosens people up and make them feel like, they can engage more freely. But don't do that with me.
Yeah. Don't do it with me either.
Don't do that. Don't do that. So let's talk about some reasons why you may want to experiment with sobriety. Mm-hmm. So as we are probably most know, there are a lot of benefits that can come from this sober curious journey. Physical, mental. One of them, first one, improve mental clarity. Yes.
The mind is sharp.
The mind. It can increase your focus, better thinking, better decision making, because like, I mean, I know I just went on a little tangent about my decision making not being necessarily altered, but sometimes it can be.
Yeah.
Losing stuff or
regretting
spending more money than maybe
shit.
I would have spent if I wasn't lit. You know what I'm saying? Or deciding to do something that you wouldn't do if you weren't drinking. Taking it off the table. It's like, I'm here. I'm fully alert. Shit. I'm making decisions from a grounded place. And this is, I'm here.
Period.
I'm really I'm really locked in. Yeah. I'm not altered.
Yeah.
I know what the fuck going on. Even the next day when you wake up, like, okay, I can work with a clear mind, not a haze.
Not foggy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another reason that you might want to experiment with sobriety is enhanced emotional well-being. Mm-hmm. Listen. Many people report feeling much more emotionally stable and balanced without alcohol's influence.
I can see that.
We know how we get after we've had one too many drinks. You start feeling emotional and wanting to divulge and say,
I love you so much.
And I love a happy, tipsy person.
I do too. I'm a happy.
I'm one of those.
I'm a happy girl.
I'm not an
angry. Some people can get angry too emotionally imbalanced, where it gets angry and it's like now you're being violent and
yeah, it turns into something else. And that, which we'll get into another tip lower at the bottom, but it can impact your relationships. You know, when you go out with people and you're drinking, it starts in one place and then it ends in someplace else. It's like, wait, we probably got to take the drinks off the table because this is no longer feeling fun.
It's no longer feeling like
and
a vibe.
It's triggering, the alcohol is triggering some emotions that probably you have deep down suppressed that you need to work through without alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
Take a step back.
I've experienced that.
Yeah. In yourself or with others?
Not in myself, but with others.
Yeah. I think we've all been in those situations, you know, where our friends or people that we see, it don't even have to be within your group. I've seen that happen, you know, outside of the people that I'm with, where some shit happening over there. I'm like, what's happening?
What's going on?
And I be in my right mind. I'm like, girl, do you need help? You need support?
Girl.
You know,
like that time at Coachella.
You always bring that up.
I haven't brought that up in years.
You actually did. You brought it up last year. Just like the one that was a few months ago.
When you left?
When you left there it is. Told you. There she want to bring that story up.
Girl. Okay. Another reason to experiment with sobriety is better sleep quality. Alcohol can definitely disrupt our sleep patterns, and not indulging, you will notice improved quality of sleep.
Yeah, waking up feeling refreshed.
We have all been lit and went to sleep and woke up and feel like we didn't sleep at all. It's like, wow, I'd never really got into my REM.
Yeah.
And I'm waking up and I'm feeling crazy.
I was floating on top of the alcohol.
Yes, I'm waking up and I'm feeling crazy. So you'll have higher energy levels. You'll have reduced fatigue. You wake up, the skin is plump.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Another reason is increased energy levels. We know that alcohol is a depressant. So without the depressant, you end up feeling less fatigue. Mm-hmm. You know, you have more energy. Your energy is higher. You feel capable and ready to take on the day, to do what you need to do. You slept better. So now you're feeling refreshed when you wake up.
Yeah.
Alcohol really does.
It brings you down. Let me tell you.
Even if you're having great drinks, cocktails, and you're feeling clean, like, oh, fresh. Internally it's doing something. Okay, it's doing something. And we have to be mindful and cognizant of the fact that it's not just, oh, this is a cute craft cocktail.
It's something happening.
Once it go in there, it's all just,
it ain't a cute craft.
It ain't cute no more.
They package it up as a cute craft. This in Ghana, when I first got to Ghana, I hit the ground running, went out, had the drinks, woke up at the crack of dawn to get my hair done, and went out and did it again. And the next day I was like, oh no, like I cannot. And it was a day before New Year's Eve. And I was like, I cannot do another night of that drinking shit.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to make it into the new year.
Yeah.
Like in the way that I want to. So I made the decision to sit it out. Sit the alcohol out. Sit the function out. Because I wanted my energy levels to be increased. I could feel my body.
Being taken under.
I can
your
feel
immune system is also compromised when you drink.
And I had already shown up on a shaky leg.
Yeah. Wasn't it just shaky stanky?
A shaky stanky leg, girl.
What else is good?
Okay, so like you mentioned, healthier relationships. Sobriety can lead to more authentic and meaningful connections with others because we're really getting to know people for who they are, like
not with their liquid courage.
Yes,
you're making a real authentic connection.
Real, like, do we really vibe?
And do we really vibe without alcohol?
Yeah,
because that's something else. Sometimes we go out with people, and that's the basis of which our relationship exists. Going to get a drink. Vibing off of a cocktail.
Yeah.
And then we're drinking and we're talking, but really we don't have a deep connection.
We don't
outside
got shit
of
to
that.
talk about.
It's like that's the only way we feel connected.
Meaning we're not really connected.
Period. The physical health benefits. Reduced alcohol intake can improve your liver function because that's working overtime when you get to drinking. It lowers your blood pressure and decreases the risk of other various health conditions. We ain't even talking about the mental health.
The liver is important. The liver is a very important organ. And the way that liver works over time, trying to...
Girl, Bryson Tiller clocked in. Yours was probably real. I said Brittany's body is working overtime.
No, baby, because let me tell you something. I stopped drinking.
Oh, the whole time?
No.
After that?
After New Year's, I had took that break. I didn't drink. I drank for those 2 days. The first 2 days, I took that break. I didn't drink. I drank on New Year's Eve, but then after that, I didn't drink for the rest of the trip.
Oh, good. But I talked to you before New Year's Day.
Yeah.
So I said her poor little body.
My liver was fine.
Working overtime. I've been working. I've been working overtime.
Yes. So yeah, that we got to take care of our liver.
Yeah, all of our organs.
Another reason, financial savings. Baby, the drinks add up, especially in a city like LA. A cocktail will run you $18 to $20.
And now we doing that 2-3 times.
And then you're covering rounds. I don't know how men do it. I don't know how men date women. I don't know how they be outside
and be with their friends. Let me get you and your girl.
Yeah, I don't know how, girl, because I'll put it in the order quickly. I'm having. Can we have a margarita and then a whiskey and Coke and
then
a
2 of those. We need 2.
Yeah, if you drink regularly, if this is a regular expense, you already know it's hitting your pocket.
Yeah,
it's hitting them. Hit these niggas where it hurt. What Cardi?
Well, I don't know what she said.
She said that.
Personal growth is another really good reason. Exploring sobriety can allow you to really lean in, be honest with yourself. The clarity that you have, the mental clarity that you have that we talked about, will also give you emotional clarity to do some introspective work. What it is that you're thinking, how you're feeling, all of that is a great door to go through.
Another benefit is your social confidence. You will find that if you really vices to the side and really build up some real authentic courage, some social courage and confidence, that you will feel more confident because sometimes you might feel like, damn, after the liquor fades away, who am I?
I fade away. Okay? I fade away. I fade to black. And also, alcohol might not always be present in an environment where you need to be courageous.
Where you got to show up, where you have to show up and you have to know how to talk to somebody.
You can't rely on that. That is becoming dependent on.
It is.
On the alcohol to make you this person who's personable or charismatic and chatty. That might not be in the setting that you're going to, and you have to be able to draw on your own personal courage, intrinsically, to be the person that you are.
Right. If that's something that you really want to be, you want to be more social or confident, it would really be beneficial to really work on honing in and building up those skills without the substance.
Yeah.
It really is good. I know how to move in a room full of vultures.
Shut up.
I know how to move in a room full.
Next, y'all, this is very superficial, but it matters too. Weight management. We know that alcohol and cocktails can be calorie dense because of the sugar content. That go right to the waistline. At least on me. It go right to my waistline. I be fighting. So taking a step back can help you with your weight management.
I've heard that. A lot of people, when they want to lose weight, they cut out alcohol and they drop a lot.
It do, because that sugar, it be the sugar, and that's also why this is a cheat code. If you are sober curious and you want to still have a cocktail every now and again, you need to do a vodka soda. Something
With
that
lime.
don't, yes,
Vodka
a
soda
squeeze, a twist of lime. Something that don't got all that sugar in
So
it
no
because
margarita, lavender Collins.
no, it can't be that.
Cosmopolitan.
That because it has all those syrups, the grenadine, the sugar,
And you know
the
I
sweets.
love a sweet drink.
I do too. I love a sweet drink too. I love that, but the way it don't love my waistline.
Yeah, you got to do what works.
I do. I'm 35, baby.
Baby, we ain't getting no younger. We ain't getting no younger.
The way I'm like, this body don't respond the way it once respond. Like it's responding, but not as quick as it once did. The crazy thing is I feel so young in my heart.
Girl,
I feel y'all for
young.
real as a 35-year-old on the outside, and what my birth certificate and shit say. The years I've been here.
25?
Girl, younger than that, probably 22, 23.
I be feeling hella young. I be feeling when people ask me my age and I say my age, I'm like, they be shocked. I be just as shocked. I'm like, shocker, right?
I don't
you think I'm 26?
That's what somebody told me too. They were like, oh, I thought you were probably like, late 20s. I'm like, really? They're like, yeah. No. And that's what's crazy to me. It's such a mind fuck. I'm like, bitch.
I know. I'm like, I really am 35, huh?
But and I'm really going to be 36. That's crazy.
I know.
That's crazy because, y'all, I really feel 23.
Same, baby. I have forever 21 energy. When people say that they think that I'm in my 20s, I'm like, I do too. I do too.
That's why age is really a mindset. How you are really only as old as you feel, but I'm not denying that your body and shit, your organs will react.
Right, we can't play
stupid.
We can't play stupid,
and that's why that sugar be eating me up right here. They say, "Girl, you feel 30."
Yeah, don't work against it.
Listen, yeah, you gotta
work with it. You gotta work with it. So the final reason to experiment with sobriety is the reduced risk of dependence. Experiencing with sobriety can help you break patterns that can lead to dependence. We do not want to be dependent on poison.
Shit.
We don't because excessive reliance can become problematic.
That's the tagline.
Excessive reliance can really become problematic. Depending on something like this to be social, to get up out of bed, to feel okay, to be able to have a good time, can really lead to some problems, and we don't want that. We want to be able to have a good time without the substances.
Yeah, with or without.
Yeah,
being mindful.
What is the number one reason why you're curious about reducing your alcohol consumption?
I think a lot of these reasons are some good ones. The improved mental clarity is one that I'm really looking forward to, and I think because I just want to see how I would feel like abstaining from alcohol. I think more just being curious about, I think all of it.
Yeah.
I think like how I would feel mainly, how I would feel. Like the mental clarity, not having any fatigue, going out and not drinking, like what that would be like.
I know.
Because that is like.
That's the part for me that I'm a little shook about.
Same.
I'm really interested to see how this affects my time out.
Your social life?
Yeah, because like I said, I'm such a social drinker. When I'm out at functions, when I'm out on dates, when I'm out, like there's usually drinks involved. And like I don't think that it affects my personality. Like I feel like my personality is the same whether I'm sober or lit. But I want to see how it affects the experience.
Yes. Yeah.
But the thing is, there are a lot of like mocktails, which I had like a lot of mocktails in Ghana on like the second half of the trip, which still give you the same vibe as like you're indulging.
Yeah,
you don't have.
But it don't taste like that. It tastes like sugar. It tastes
right.
like sweet.
It tastes like sweet, but I'm saying
that's the part I can't wrap my mind around. I'm
look.
like, I know, but I don't want to pay $15. The thing about
it's the price too.
When I went to, I think I was in. Where did I recently go? I feel like I was somewhere. And the mocktails were inexpensive.
Oh, you went to Miami.
Maybe that's where I was. I don't know.
You went to Miami.
But the mocktails, yeah, maybe I was in Miami. That's where I was.
Yeah.
The mocktails were inexpensive. Here in LA, the mocktails be $2 cheaper than the motherfucking cocktail.
Okay, and see, here's the difference.
Here's the difference. Aversion for me.
If it's like a mocktail that's just like some fruit drinks mixed up, those need to be cheaper. But a lot of places in LA have the non-alcoholic,
the zero proof
elixirs, like the zero proof.
That still give you the feeling too.
That still give you like a little vibe with the adaptogens and stuff. So I can see those being like similar to an alcoholic beverage. Like they have, I heard they have a full sober curious bar.
They do
in LA.
We'll get into that. We'll get into that.
Okay, we should go.
Yeah. Why are you interested in exploring sober curiosity this year?
I'm interested because like I want to challenge myself.
It's a challenge.
How do you know? I want to challenge
because
myself.
I feel like that's kind of how most of us feel.
Yeah, I want to challenge myself to like see how my life is on this journey, specifically in social settings. I'm looking forward to the health benefits. I don't feel too excited about putting poison into my body.
Yeah.
It fucking changing into a carcinogen.
Yeah.
Especially, oh God, I'm just so fearful of the shit. I'm
Okay,
fearful.
yes,
I'm fearful. There's so much that we do that can lead to it, but damn.
Yeah.
So that, and of course the health benefits, the vein benefits of the skin health.
Yeah.
Because I feel like whenever I drink a lot, my skin suffers.
It does. I feel the same way. I'm
The
like,
skin
damn, I'm looking
suffers.
dull.
I'm like, I'm looking dragged. Bumps are popping up.
Yeah, I'm not looking as good as I
The skin's not
once
looking
did.
plump.
Mhm.
So I'm looking forward to that.
Mhm.
You know, going out having a good time and still looking beat.
Yeah, not sweaty. I
You can see the shift of
you
cute
were here
girl
now,
having a
you're
good
not.
time to bitch wet.
The alcohol starts slowly pulling your soul out of you. You start. I'm like, ooh.
I hate it.
When I went out on New Year's Eve, I had one cocktail. I had a glass of. It wasn't even a cocktail. I had a glass of prosecco, one glass, and everybody around me. I was looking around and seeing what they was doing. I was like, "Nah, see, you're not. No, you're no longer yourself. You're no longer yourself." I can start to see it decline. I'm seeing some things change, and that was interesting for me to be.
I know.
For the most part, I would say I was still sober. Like I hadn't. It was such a small amount, y'all. And typically for a day like New Year's Eve or an occasion like New Year's Eve, you want to be kind of feeling a little vibe and having, and you aren't even paying attention to what everybody else is doing as closely. But baby, when you sober, you be looking around like, I'm seeing what you doing.
The way I was vibing.
And I'm not judging, but I'm not judging,
vibing.
but I see what's happening.
Cause you know I be outside with it, classy bitch. But I don't know how this gonna work for the men because that meme where it says when the man buys a bottle or has a section, he act like he bought some property. Imagine stumbling across hella sober girlies where it's like, we don't care if you have a table.
You gonna have to have crab legs at your motherfucking table, nigga.
Where's the dinner?
Crab legs gonna have to be at that table.
Anywho.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all. Before we get into our next segment where we're going to be giving you tips and tricks to really like embrace this journey, we have to take a quick break.
Okay, girl. So before we get into the tips and the tricks, we have a few church announcements around here. Okay.
We do.
There's things that you have to do if you are a part of this community. The same way we got to show up every week, you got to do your part. So the first thing that you can do is if you're listening on Spotify or if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, wherever you're listening, make sure you take a minute to rate and review the show. The words that you leave are basically like your Yelp review. You are letting us know how we are doing and people are basically understanding this is for me or it's not for me. Make sure you leave something sweet. That's it. That's the only instruction. If you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say shit.
Yeah.
But do your part.
You can keep it going. You can keep it going. Another part of doing your part is sharing the episodes.
Yeah.
So sharing them on your social platforms, sharing them in your group chat, sharing them in conversation, letting someone know if it helped you that it can help them too. That means the world to us.
It does.
This podcast needs to blow up.
This podcast is blowing up. I'm changing our language around here.
This podcast is blowing up, and with your assistance, we're blowing up quicker.
That's it.
That's it.
That's
a part of it. This is an ecosystem. So when we sit our asses here, you sit your asses there, and you send and share. Okay? Next, we have a Homegirl Hangout. Mm-hmm. Now, the Homegirl Hangout, I don't want y'all to take this platform lightly. If you like what you listen to here, you're really going to love what's over on the Homegirl Hangout because just like we're up in the ante here, it's up there. Now, we have an episode about the cost of friendship. Is friendship too expensive?
I love that conversation.
It was such a good conversation, so full. You will love that, and I think a lot of you all would benefit from listening to that because it's time to change the way we're operating in these friendships. Of course, if you want to know the nitty-gritty about what's happening with Germany and I, it's over there because I don't feel 100% comfortable telling all the details over here because people find me and they find the podcast and they find my feelings. So go over there if you want to know how we're really feeling about certain situations. And Yeah, that's the Homegirl Hangout. That information is down in the show notes.
I think that's it.
Okay.
We can get back to
the show.
Okay, girly. So it's time for tools for your toolkit, babes. This is the real
New Year, new toolkit.
Yeah, New Year, same toolkit, add new tools.
Yeah.
So we know that deciding to give up alcohol, even if it's just temporarily, is not easy.
It's not
easy because so many of us are social drinkers. You know, we drink around our friends, our family, and that's completely norm. So when we decide to take a stance around something that feels abnormal, it's challenging. It can feel difficult. Yeah. But we need to equip ourselves so that it makes the journey a little bit easier to do. Okay?
So here we are, getting ready to equip ourselves.
We're ready to equip ourselves. So here are some strategies. First, we need to ask ourselves why. As you prepare to experiment with sobriety, you need to have, a clear understanding of why it is you drink. Is it to give yourself the liquid courage? Is to make social settings more fun? Do you like the feeling? Do you feel sexy? What is it? What is it that triggers you to drink? Do you like the taste?
Stress reliever?
Yeah, is it stress reliever? Do you feel like you can cope with your responsibilities better if you have an alcohol, or is able to help you wind down? Whatever it is, we have to figure out what our drinking is rooted in, right? Because being introspective and self-reflective will help you gain perspective on what you like and what you don't like. Maybe you don't got to drink alcohol to get stress relief. You feel me? It's like, if that's really what I'm going to the alcohol for, maybe there's something else that's a healthier, better alternative to help me achieve those same results.
Yeah. I like that. I definitely can get zeroed down on the why.
And something else is, once you realize what you like and don't like, you can make a determination on what your sobriety journey will look like. Yeah. Are you going to drink on occasions? Do you not need to drink at all? Because we know that this sober, curious journey will help you, again, be introspective and self-reflecting. You can say, maybe I have a deeper problem than I think. Maybe I don't act the way I should act when I'm drinking, and this time will allow me to explore that. So maybe now I don't need to drink at all. Yeah. You see, like, you can figure out what does your spectrum and what your journey will look like.
It's definitely something that should be unique and intentional.
Yeah. And whether you want to drink at all, some of the time, on occasion, it's completely fine. Yeah. There's no judgment. We don't give a damn.
Right.
Do what works for you.
It's all what works for you.
That's it. It's your choice.
And that leads us to the next tip. Make a plan and be vocal. So practicing mindful drinking requires us to establish a plan ahead of time and not in the moment. Because we know that we're going to be met with these situations where it's like, what's up? What we doing? Girl. What are we doing? Yeah. So once you decide what your journey looks like we mentioned in the first tip, you can avoid deviating from your goals. So for example, giving up alcohol for dry January, that's something easy to say. I'm participating in dry January. That's my plan for the month of January. I'm not drinking. Yeah. You can make a plan to decrease your alcohol consumption over time. So maybe when you go out with the girls, it's like, I'm only having one cocktail this time. Even if people get 2, 3, 4, I'm only having one. Or I'm on the mocktail menu with it. Or if you normally consume during the week, you're saying, I'm going to cut out my during the week consumption and maybe only doing it on the weekend. But the bottom line is you have a plan. Yeah. When you're out, of course, we know that people are going to be noticing the change. If you are normally a girl who turns up, or a guy who turns up, and it's like you're starting to put these parameters in place and boundaries, people are going to be wondering what the hell is going on. People might suspect things that aren't even motherfucking true.
That's what my mom said. When? We went over on New Year's Day, and she was like, girl, I'm about to make a drink. I said, oh, I'm good. She was like, I said, I'm not drinking right now. And she was like, we'll see when things change. You come up here, I catch you on the right day. I was like,
wait, what?
She was like, if I catch you on the right day, like, you might be more.
With child?
No, if I catch you on a day where it's like, all right, fuck it. I catch you on the right day, you gonna want to fuck with it.
You might.
But I was like, but this is why you got to have a plan. Yeah. You got to already have in your mind what your goal is, so that when somebody try to catch you on the right day,
when they try to pressure
it's
you
actually
or
the wrong day.
You, right. So here's some responses that you could consider. You can do the simple and direct approach where it's like, no, thank you. I'm not drinking tonight. I'm good. Thank you. Yeah.
You can provide a reason. I'm taking a break for a while from alcohol, or I'm the designated driver tonight. If you want to disclose, you can. Yeah, but can. No pressure.
No pressure. You can also suggest an alternative. So when you're offered a drink, you can say, I'm gonna try a mocktail. I'll try this new recipe, or I'll have a pineapple hold the tequila.
Yeah. And that's really funny. You can use humor, right? The pineapple hold the tequila is a cute approach. You can also be like, girl, the way I done did my body with this alcohol.
Listen.
Or, my body can't stand it. Can't take another drink.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. You can flip the focus. I'm watching y'all turn up. I'm observing tonight.
Yeah.
I'm letting y'all do y'all thing. I'm having a good time. Flip it.
Yeah.
Or you know what? Instead of going out for drinks, I have this great restaurant that I've been wanting to try. Let's do that instead of the bar hop.
Mm-hmm. You can appreciate their offer, which sounds something like, thanks for the offer, but I'm good. Or if they're trying to offer you what they have, I appreciate it, but I'm a pass. All of those work.
And then you can do the assertive and firm approach.
Yeah.
This will get them if nothing else does. I've decided not to drink tonight, or I'm on a sober curious journey, so I won't be indulging in alcohol until further notice.
Period.
Thanks.
Leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Either
I'm really committed to staying sober right now. Now, if somebody keeps pushing you after that, then it's a bigger issue. I done said.
You ain't really my friend.
I done said what I said.
Shit. Another tip while you explore your sober curiosity journey is to explore sober activities. So try doing events or participating in activities with your friends and family that don't have alcohol or drinking at the center. So we're going to avoid the brunches where we know the bottomless. If it's bottomless, you got to stay your bottom away. You got to stay your bottom at home.
The bottomless mimosa?
If it's a bottomless brunch, no. If we're just going to brunch, yes.
Yeah.
So maybe not doing the bottomless brunch, maybe not doing wineries, maybe not doing bar hopping, maybe not doing a cocktail mixology class, things of those nature.
Yeah.
Sit it out. Instead, we're pivoting to hikes, going to the park, maybe cooking classes, maybe a mocktail class, dancing classes, fitness, things like that, where you can still have fun, engage in community where we are not drinking.
Alcohol's not at the center.
Yes, that's what we want to do. And like you mentioned, mocktail bars.
Yeah.
That can be fun too. Those are popping up all over the place.
They have those. I think that's so cool because you still have like the environment
to be social
of like the social setting, but you're not forced to drink or have to have on your armor.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not. Okay, so another tip is to stay curious. So remember that experimenting looks different for everyone. There's not one way. So for one person, that might mean not drinking. For another person, that might mean drinking differently.
Yeah.
I'm looking different, limiting occasionally. And if you do decide to drink, you don't have to do it mindlessly. We're doing it consciously, deliberately.
Yeah.
This is what I'm deciding to do today. Like I said, a full-bodied yes, we are doing this. So a way that you can do this is think about whether alcohol will add value to your experience. What difference will having this drink make for me? Because I know a lot of times when I'm drinking, I'm just like, well, I'm here and it's on the menu, so
yeah,
I'm ordering one.
Yeah.
I'm ordering one.
Yeah.
If you're drinking to make the event better because you feel like I'm bored, I'm over this, I just need something to get me over the hump.
Myself.
Maybe you should go home. Maybe it's time to pack it up and say, you know what, I'm actually done with this. I don't even need to drink to enhance the experience. I have the option to take it on home. Yeah. And then also pay attention to the sensation of drinking. What are you feeling when you're indulging in this drink? What are you feeling after indulging? The after effects. How does your body feel? How does your mind feel? How do you feel? Staying curious, literally, about the whole experience.
Yeah, for sure. And that's another way I felt on New Year's Day with my mom. It was so tempting to be like, yeah, I want to have a drink too. And I think that's the really challenging part is once you take a stance.
Standing on it.
Man, because I almost said I'll start tomorrow.
I know.
I'll start tomorrow. But I was like, it would have been nice. But I was like, I have to reframe what celebrating or having a good time and fun looks like, because just why are we having, you definitely
at least
can.
Trying.
Well, you definitely can. But why? Why is it necessary?
Yeah.
So yes, I really love that, staying curious. Last tip, y'all, is to find your folks. Once you make the choice to go alcohol free, connecting with like-minded people can help along this journey. This can make you feel so much less alone. So if you feel comfortable sharing with your friends and family, tell them that you're on a sober curious journey. This allows them the opportunity to support you, to support your efforts.
Yeah.
If you don't have any sober curious friends or somebody willing to navigate this journey or this process with you, then try joining sober curious groups.
Because that can make it harder.
It can. Or go to events, go to those mocktail bars, find communities online. There is a sober Black girls club that I found online that hosts meetings. You might want to link up with a few girls.
Yeah.
They are at Sober Black Girls Club on Instagram, and they do have a website. And then there's also another Instagram community, or just community, Sober Girls Society, that does a lot of virtual link ups and then in real life events. I think they're in the UK.
Oh,
but
UK girlies.
Yeah, but you'd be surprised how many people are deciding to explore a sober curious journey. So maybe it would behoove you to open up to your friends. Then it's like, girl, we can explore this mocktail bar together. I'm gonna make mocktails at home. Come over, y'all bring the goodies. It might be more fun or more acceptable than you think.
I'm really excited to try like a lot of different zero proof drinks, because I haven't really tried a lot.
Yeah.
Shit, have I tried any?
I've tried a few.
I've tried maybe one.
Which I think this is actually a great time to transition to our next segment.
Yes. It is time to pick up your pen. We're dropping a gem.
So this is the part of the show where we get to share things that we're really loving, that we're inspired by, that we think the community could benefit. This is also the part of the show where you can call in to the Homegirl Hotline and share what you are loving and different gems that you think the community could benefit from learning. Or
share some with us.
Yeah, each one teach one. That number for the Homegirl Hotline is down in the show notes. You can leave a voicemail or text us. Feel free to DM us as well. Some of the homegirls DM us things that are really cool, so we'll share them here.
Yes. So, speaking of zero proof cocktails, there's so many, but the one that I have tried is called Recess.
Yes.
They have zero proof mocktails that taste really good. They have the grapefruit paloma. They have a margarita, a lime margarita.
They have a watermelon
mojito.
A ginger lime mule, which is one of my favorites. The mule and the margarita are probably my favorite.
So good. So the thing is, the good thing about these drinks is it gives you the good feeling without the drag of the alcohol, which is something that I do recognize when I'm drinking. I'm like, okay, we're having a good time. We're feeling like fun girls. We're feeling like fun girls. I would love to have the fun girl feeling without the bad girl drag. So if that is something that you're looking for, if you're looking to explore a zero proof cocktail, Recess is a good place to start.
Yeah.
Lucky for you, we have a discount. So you can go to takearecess.com/bravado and you can get 15% off to stock up your cabinet with some zero proof cocktails.
Yeah, just try it out. It's worth
Craft mocktails, I guess. Yeah. Mocktails.
I posted about it and so many of the girls were like, "Oh, I'm interested. I want to. I'm trying to." And they were eating it up. So tap in, y'all. This is a great time for us.
Yeah, we're in our mocktail era.
And that's that on that.
Okay.
It's a really great episode.
It was. I hope if nothing else that it moved you to question your choices. Don't have to make a decision today. Don't have to make a decision ever.
Yeah.
But we should always be inquisitive of our actions. And please share the episode with the homegirl. Or 2 or 3 or 4.
All of them.
Okay.
We love y'all so much. We'll see you next week.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.